Hello and welcome back to Tekkit with myself, Lewis. I hope you're all good. And today we're going to have a look at something that was actually recommended to me by a certain user, and I've had a couple of other people talk about it as well. And that is crossbreeding and cross-pollination of plants. So a little bit of the old agricultural business today, and I'm going to split this into two episodes because it's not a massive deal, but it's nice to kind of separate them up so we can take some time to get some real good variations. So you can see here I've made a nice greenhouse, the mutant plant house, and we've got a nice little area here. We're only going to make a few. I might expand it at some point, but this is just kind of a start to get ourselves going, I guess. So what we need to do first is we need to make some preparations ready for our plants so that they don't get exploded or whatever not. And let's make it daytime again. There we go. Hello, sausage. And here we go. Right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to make some hummus. Now, to make hummus, you need some scrap and you need some bone meal. Now, I need to make a recycler for this as well. So we're going to make that quickly and then pop it in there, and then we can use that to get the scrap metal, which is pretty cool. Oh my god, look at that. He's going mental up there. Is he in my... Oh, I thought he was above my thing then. Oh. Right, so for this, we need a compressor. And we need some stone, so let's go ahead and make some stone and throw this in the furnace like that. There we go, throw all those in there, very nice. So we need that, we need a machine block and a circuit, so really easy. I think I've made it before, to be honest, but we'll make it again quickly, why not. And a circuit, there we go, so it should be done. Right, so the recipe for this one, where's my philosopher's stone in there? Looks a little bit like this. So you put some stone like that, just like that, very nice. Actually, not there. And we put a circuit there and a machine block, and we have a compressor. Right, so that's the first part. And the second part is actually making the recycler. So we need some glowstone, one little touch of glowstone. We need some dirt, which I think I have some dirt somewhere. Yeah, some dirt. And some refined iron. Good times. So set up for this. Right, so compressor, and we put the dirt like that, put refined iron down here, and a little bit of glowstone, and we get a recycler. Cool. So I'm going to pop this one here, and that should link up in there. Yes. There we go. Now, if we get some rubbish, so let's take, let's just make loads of dirt, I guess. If we haven't got any EMC in there, have we? Let's pop a bit of dark matter in there. I'm going to just shove one in there because that'll make absolutely tons. There we go, 139,000. Sweet. Right, so if we put our dirt in the middle, we should be able to make a load of dirt. There we go, 64. And this should make us a good amount, I guess. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put some, I've got some overclockers. We'll put these in there and it'll speed up loads. There we go, beautiful. While it's doing that, I just want to show you guys over here at the nuclear facility, because I've left it running, so I want to show you that it is actually working properly. And we can have a look at the cooling as well, because this is kind of working as well. So you can see down here that our actual MFS generator core is fully charged. So now the charge is actually going into here. So we have, what's this, 4,375,000 and whatnot EMC in there, so that's pretty damn cool. And our MFD reactor heat controller is set at 250 at the minute with a target heat of 300. So it has been using some of our ice. You can see that it's using the ice. It's using it quite quickly actually to keep it under that heat because it's kind of jumping up and down. I think if we set it to 400, it'll be a little bit better. If we turn this down as well and look inside, we can see that none of our other cells are kind of going a bit mental. So it's looking alright, and our uranium's getting used up kind of sparingly, so I'm happy with that. There we go, so we'll leave that running. Right, okay, so that should give us some scrap. So let's go grab our scrap, and that will give us some hummus. There we go. Yes, 10 bits of scrap. We'll put our refined iron back in here. Now we need some bone meal. So let's take this, and I'm going to pop one in here just so it's learned it. There we go. And we'll turn this into bone meal. There we go, take all of it. Now we'll mix this with the scrap. And we've got 20 fertilizer. That's the one. Sorry, not hummus, fertilizer. Right, so let's pop these back in here because we won't need those in a minute. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to make a nice bit of Weedex. So to do this, we need spider's eye. There we go. We need some empty cells. So we'll take 2 cells, and we need a bit of redstone, I believe. Yes, take 2 redstone. So the spider's eye actually needs to be turned into what's called grin powder first. So if we go to a macerator, and pop in our spider's eyes. There we go, we've got some grim powder. We only really need one, to be honest, because it's got quite a long life on it. So we'll pop one of these back in here. So the recipe for this looks like this. So you put an empty cell at the bottom, you put your grim powder and your redstone, and you get some weed X. There we go. And we'll keep hold of the weed X, so we'll put that in the pot down the bottom as well. I'll take the bone meal as well. We'll take that. And I'm pretty sure I have got some scrap already. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to, intensive purposes, I wanted to show off. So we'll put all that down in the box down the bottom, my little weed box. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to make some hydration cells to make sure that the land stays nice and hydrated. Now, you don't have to do all this. You can just kind of throw the plants down, but it does mean that you get a much more successful growth, and you don't have to worry about weeds and that sort of gizmo, so it's pretty cool. It's getting dark again already, so it's morning. There we go. So, to make one of these, we need some cells. There we go. Now, we need to make some, we need to get some water in them first, so let's go pop them down here. There we go. So that should give us a water cell. Now we have to pop this inside the extractor, like you would if you was making some coolant cells, like that, but you pop it back in one more time, and that gives us a hydration cell. There we go. So we're pretty much set up now. We need some sticks to make some of the extra bits and bobs, so let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I have any sticks, so we'll just mix these up quickly. There we go. We'll take loads of those. Pop these back in here. So all you do is you just mix them like that, and you get these. There we go, 6. We'll do one more. There we go, 8. Cool, good times. Take these with us as well. Right, so let's go down to here, and we will drop our stuff in here. I've got some seeds in the chest, good to go, and we can get on with it, which is going to be awesome. So we'll take some melon seeds. We'll take some regular seeds, some pumpkin seeds, and some flax seeds, and we'll see what we can get from it. Now, the ground here has already been tilled because I used my trusty sword on all of it, so that's pretty cool. Now, we do need to get some water, actually, so we'll grab a bucket and put at least one source water in the middle. Here we go. So let's go grab ourselves some water. There we go. And we'll get this show on the road. So I'll pop our water in there. There we go. Now we need to put these down. So I'll put one there, one there, one there, and one there. So let's plant our plants. So we need these ones can go on here. They don't seem to want to plant. What are these? It might be flax seeds don't plant, so bear that in mind. There we go. Those ones do those. So there we go. We'll pop the pumpkin seeds on here. And we'll take some more regular seeds. Why not? There we go. Now, we need to crossbreed them. So to crossbreed, what you do is you put one there, and then you put another one there, like that. And that means that space is going to be designated purely for crossbreeding the plants. So let's make a few more of these quickly. There we go. And we'll pop these in here. Right, so now we need to hydrate, we need to weed X, and we need to fertilise the ground. So let's go around, use all this good stuff, make sure it's all nice and hydrated for our plants, so they can grow beautifully. Now let's weed X it to make sure that we don't get any weeds. We shouldn't do, purely because I've put stone around it, but for you guys, it's always good doing it just to, for the well-being of your plants, you know, you don't want dirty plants. We'll fertilise the ground so they grow nice and quick. Oh, there we go. And a little bit more around here. There we go. So let's pop the rest of our stuff inside here. So we'll put our sticks in there. Flax seeds were kind of useless, so yeah, don't use those. And we'll put all the other bits and bobs in here, all our sticks and stuff. Put the fertilizer, weed X, and hydration cells, and we'll put a bucket in there just in case I decide to expand. Right, so that is pretty much it. They're going to do their stuff. Those will grow very nicely, and hopefully we'll get some good specimens in between. In the next episode, we're going to have a look at how we get seed packets and we analyse them so we can make the best plants. And the analyzer will actually tell us the attribution of the plants, so the plants actually have stats almost, And we'll see if we can get some crossbreeded plants, maybe some cocoa, some pretty cool things, and see if we can crossbreed those. But in the meantime, I'm going to let them grow inside their greenhouse. It's going to look awesome. And yeah, guys, I will see you soon for another Tekkit in the next couple of days. Make sure you check out all the other bits and bobs. I've had a few people asking about a Borderlands 2 playthrough. That might be happening. Depends if I can get round to it. Plus, I don't want to do too many different videos on the channel, you know. It becomes a little bit varied then. I don't mind variation, but it gets a little bit kind of clunky and hard to control. So I'll think about it. Might happen, might not, but you'll soon find out. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.